So the other day I saw a picture of these crisis type of people in the shooting, not even going to mention their names, that somehow the media makes heroes out of these people because they're telling an official story. That's not the real story. You know, so in other words, if you're a liar on this planet, you get paid a lot of money. It's kind of like a football player. The quarterback is the biggest liar. He's the one that could rig the game. He can make you miss the pass. He can make you catch the pass. He can throw the ball over your head, and he can fumble it. I mean, he can control the game. So that's why they get paid a lot of money, because he is in a situation to be a liar. Okay. It's just like the lawyers that represented me during my trial against a PSYOP ex-wife, trying to kill me, having multiple insurance policies I didn't know about, life insurance, working for the military-industrial complex. She knew about these covert mind mapping programs. She claimed she was a Republican, but she was working for the Democratic parties as an Antifa agent. I mean, ex-girlfriend, same thing. They all get hired, and then our police go around, whoever shuffles out the money, the Judith Iscariot is ready to take it. So now we have Fox, MSNBC, well, let's don't mention Fox. Fox is trying to be on the right here. But MSNBC, CNN, SIN, they're predator on children. And then you got, because let me explain something to you about this world. What the Democrats want is the new race of humans. And these kids are soulless. They only do what they're told to do. They're all Judith Iscariots. In other words, a whole world of Judith Iscariots, right? But here's the thing about Judith Iscariot. At least, well, put it this way. When he found out that what he did affected his own life, then he hung himself. Because, see, demons are service to self individuals. And the new breed of children, the new artificial intelligent mind-controlled children by the directed energy cell towers, I call them Lily waves because the scientist that created this mind control, his name was Lily. But these kids only bow down to the words of the blue pill. That's it. We're the red pills. So they don't know any other life. But once they find out that, oh my gosh, these people did not have their best interests at heart, like Judith Iscariot figured out, all of a sudden they're going to want to kill themselves. Okay, so this is what we have. Unbelievable. Okay? And it's not a coincidence that I mentioned in my videos many times Judith Iscariot. And all of a sudden, a tenant of mine, that most of my tenants were being paid to betray me. Finally, I had a tenant that wanted to help me. And all of a sudden, he winds up hung like Judith Iscariot. He hung by the neck. Now, why would the guy choose that instead of pills or whatever? I don't know. To kill himself. Certainly that method is of suicide. Suicide and Vatican mean the same thing, by the way, in Gematria. So, when you follow the source of the Democrats, it's going to go all the way to the central banking system, to the people who killed Jesus Christ, which is the Vatican. The Romans that killed Jesus Christ. So, one of the aspects of 9/11 is child. Christ, CH, and the all-seeing eye. There it is. The chia pet, okay? The child. Just like Noah, okay? All right, AH is 9, right? And NO is 11, okay? Remember, Jesus is the no. And remember, Jim Carrey did a movie, Yes Man. Okay, so the devil is the yes man. Say yes to everything. And Jesus is, no, I'm not doing that. I know you're going to offer me the world, Satan, but you have nothing that I want. No. So Jesus is the no man. A conservative is a no person. Okay? So the war against the conservatives, they can't interview nothing but children. They pray, but the children that actually came out and told the truth that they were multiple shooters, I'm just giving you an example. Those people don't get on TV. But the children that say, take away your guns, that are nothing but crisis actors, those people get to go on Ellen and CNN. And, we know that Hogg was tied into the FBI guy, which we know that Donald Trump is going after the FBI, so to speak. Hope it's not a Trojan horse, but I'm sure it is. For the FISA documents are going to reveal how the Democrats have paid people to go after targeted individuals that were conservatives. If you're a conservative, the Democrats came after you. That's a fact. So part of the 9/11 is the child. Okay? And I'm going to show you, this is the left hand of the devil. So that's 9/11, which is the cross, and the left hand of the devil. Because eventually the devil will take over the child's mind. And we live in that world today. You've got pussified men. You've got women who act like men. You've got children that are being born with no soul. I had a friend of mine tell me, the kids are tougher now. Oh, bullshit. They're weaker. They're the weakest spiritually ever that existed on this earth. And it's not their fault. It's the fact that the pills, the food, the vaccines, the violent video games, psychotropic drugs, scalar technology, they're born into a microwave world to where their brain is damaged at birth. The skull of a child is so thin, and all of a sudden they're born into this world and the microwaves are just frying their brain. So they're not as smart as we used to be. That's why the microwaves, time the kid gets 30 years old, I don't think they're going to live long, to tell you the truth. So that's why China works their kids at 7 years old. That's going to be the new future. Because when it comes to robots and computers, that's all you really need. You don't really need an older person. These kids are using computers at 4 and 5 years old. It's ridiculous. So they'll have, that means that children in the artificial intelligence world that the Democrats want will be working at 4, 5, 6 years old or so, 7 maybe, I don't know, probably 6, 7 years old. As long as they can push a button, then they'll have a job. They'll start working, these kids, because the education system is worthless. I mean, what do they learn? They go to school 12 years. They don't even have they don't know nothing. They learn nothing. There's no career. Then they go to college for another 4 years. Then they know nothing. They still can't get a job. It's a joke. So here you go, 9/11, which is the cross. That's the number 20. Okay? So the cross is the left hand of the devil. The child is on the cross. And they're controlled by the left hand of the devil. That's exactly what it means. And of course, when you do this in gematria, you get 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, which is a symbol of the Pope. Right there. There it is. The P. There it is. There's the left hand of the devil right there. That is man upside down and backwards. That's what it means. P. Pope. Pontius Pilate. Senator Palpatine. Okay. Private in the military. PhD. Pharmaceutical. President. Okay. Politician. It's all right there. Police. That's the left hand. That's the secret society of the Pope. Rome. Okay. Pontius Pilate. It's right there. Aren't you sick and tired of the media predatoring? When you go back to ancient religions, they called them the Baals. They devoured children. They show a giant monster eating children. Well, that monster is alive today, and that's called the mainstream media, Hollywood, okay? Democratic politicians that are pedophiles, they're devouring our children. Microwave cell towers are devouring our child's minds. psychotropic drugs, video games, you name it, vaccines, poisoning the kid's mind, the food. They're devouring the children. It's a giant beast. It's a giant. David battled the giants. We are like a bunch of King Davids battling giants, trying to save children. But you know what they'll tell? They'll say we're doing the opposite. We're a danger to children. Seriously. And that's what the devil does. He turns everything backwards. So anyway, but here it is right here, 9:11, the left hand of the devil's left hand, if you read it in Hebrew, okay? The all-seeing eye of God, the Trinity, okay? But that's all symbology. But the left hand of the devil, LD, is the lieutenant or whatever. That's when you get into serving Rome. But there it is right there. Okay, the child becomes devoured. And I promise you, it's not a coincidence that we're called X generation. Okay, we were born in a world to where the left brain remembers how it used to be. Okay, and that's what keeps us sane. We were also born in a world without cell towers. I want you to write that down. Okay, but these kids that are born in this millennial, they're not right. They're betrayers. Money is their god. They will betray their brethren. They'll bully. They'll pick. If you pay these people money. When I saw a picture of these kids going on Ellen DeGeneres show, doing the peace sign and showing all kind of hoodlum-like type of, they're going on the gay girl Ellen. L is in DeGeneres. She's a degenerate because she doesn't even know her own sexuality, that she's got a vagina. Oh, I think I have a vagina, but I don't know really what to do with it. I think a woman is supposed to lick it. They're so dumb, they don't even know that the penis and the vagina was created for procreation. So they want to live a world of whatever. Their brain is fried. They're mutants. And when you have a child born in this radiation poison world, that's what you get. You get mutants. And now, instead of us remembering the way it was when the police actually protected citizens instead of work for corporations, we're the only thing left. Once we're gone, that's it. They control the world. That's why my goal has been to protect the children. But guess what? You got these minions out there, like my ex-girlfriend Kimberly, that doesn't want us to protect children. Oh no, you're crazy. Oh, no, I'm a minion. I work for the left. I get paid by the left. They give me a house. When I have no talent to do anything, they give me a job when I have no talent. And that's what they do. But guess what? Once they have us truthers in prison or dead, which they're working very hard at that, then you're going to see the people that you work for, Judas Iscariot, you're going to see who these people really are. And then you're going to go, holy shit, I crucified the thing that was trying to stop it. And I'm going to tell you something, this school shooting is for us. It's to take guns from us. It's to say that we're crazy. It's to say that, anybody on the internet works for Russia, which is ridiculous. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. Or Russian bots. What else lies are these idiots coming up with? This is an attack on the truth community, this school shooting. And I know it. I knew it was going to happen before it happened. Because I knew these people do nothing but false flags to create their laws. If they're not controlling the Senate and Congress, they got to create these events to push laws. They got to get their agenda done when they don't even have the power. So they create these events to create this false reality so that people give up their civil liberties and civil rights. They will regret it one day.